points to the second topic. Let me explain it in another way. What we mean is that we always start with an introduction. Okay, after the introduction, when we're talking about a block, it means that we will be mentioning the similarities first, all together, then the differences, all together, and then the conclusion plus my opinion. So the block organization, introduction, similarities, differences, conclusion plus opinion. Whereas the point by point, introduction, first point of the similarities, then the second point, that is a difference. The same point we're tackling, I'll first present similarity, difference, similarity, difference, point by point. And in the end, there will be conclusion plus the opinion. That is the main difference. Here, as paragraphs. So here I'll have a paragraph of introduction, a paragraph of similarity, a paragraph of differences, and then the conclusion. Whereas in the point by point, a paragraph of the introduction, similarities and differences merged. So I'll mention one, let's say plus one minus, and then the conclusion. But here I state them as points. Let's take it into practice. So for example, I want you to read this text in which it's talking about fast food and home-cooked meals. That's the title. Now what I want you to do, I'll give you 1 minute to read it. It is a blocked organization style or method. 1 minute, read it. Okay, how about we read it all together, and at the same time, let's see what each paragraph stands for. So the introduction. Many people like to eat fast food, but some of them don't like it. In the past, the majority of people used to eat at home because there weren't many restaurants, and families used to prefer to cook at home. However, now we can see restaurants everywhere, and mainly the fast food ones. In this essay, I am going to compare and contrast between cooking at home and eating fast food restaurants. The introduction and the opening statement is mentioned. Always remember writing a paragraph or writing an essay to have an opening statement. Let's move further. There are some similarities between the cooked food at restaurants and that at home. The first similarity is that both types of food are cooked whenever you want to eat it. Another similarity is that both of them are delicious to eat. And now, let's move to the differences. So what is this? The similarities. I stated it here, and I prepared you to move to the next paragraph. Although there are some similarities between fast food and home-cooked meals, there are also two major differences. The first difference is that home-cooked meals are healthier than the fast food meals. Another difference is that fast food can be cooked in a short time compared to that cooked at home. The differences. I mentioned here while moving the transition, I said differences, and again I stated it here. Last but not least, all in all, the differences outweigh the similarities mainly when it comes to health. In my opinion, the home-cooked food is better than fast food because it's healthy. Conclusion, and I also stated my opinion. So I summarized what the whole topic or the whole paragraph or the whole essay is about, and I added my opinion to it. Now this method is the blocked organization method. Let's see the other method. So this is point by point method. It's the same text, but I applied this method using it. Read it for 1 minute and let's see the difference. Okay, I believe let's read it all together. Time is up. Many people like to eat fast food, but some of them don't like it. In the past, the majority of people used to eat at home because there weren't many restaurants, and families used to prefer to cook at home. However, now we can see restaurants everywhere, and mainly the fast food ones. In this essay, I am going to compare and contrast between cooking at home and eating fast food at restaurants. Okay, so what do we notice? The introduction in both are the same. The change comes here. Let's read it. There are some similarities and differences between cooked food at fast food restaurants and that cooked at home. The first point is that both types of food are cooked whenever you want to eat it. But the home-cooked meals are healthier than the fast food meals. Another point is that the fast food can be cooked and be ready in a short period of time, unlike the home-cooked food, which takes longer time and requires early preparations. In addition, fast food can be ordered and served at any time of the day, while the home-cooked meal cannot be ready at any time as it takes long to get ready or to be ready. Okay, so what do we notice here? The similarities and differences. Why did we call it point by point organization? Because if you look at this method, the red ones are the similarities, followed by the purple, which are the differences. So for example, when I said the first point is that both types of food are cooked whenever you want to eat it, that's true. Whenever you're hungry, you either order the fast food or you go and cook it. But the home-cooked meals are healthier than the fast food meals. So what is the difference? That if I actually cooked my own meal, it's healthier than the fast food, the difference. Whereas in the early paragraph, it was kept all together, the similarities, followed by the differences. The conclusion, in general, the difference outweighed the similarities, mainly when it comes to health. In my opinion, the home-cooked food is better than fast food because it's healthy. Conclusion plus opinion, it's exactly the same. So the main change goes here between if you're following the blocked organization, paragraph and paragraph, whereas point to point, they're merged together. As simple as that. Now, what I want you to do is that I want you to write 1 or 2 paragraphs comparing or contrasting the use of mobile phones using one of the methods. Brainstorm. Remember to use the transitions. Now, I said 1 or 2 paragraphs. If you're going to use the block organization, the introduction, 2 paragraphs, similarities, differences, then conclusion. If you're going to use point by point, you're going to merge them, so it's going to be introduction, the merged paragraph, and the conclusion. In both, after the conclusion, you can add your opinion if you like. Okay? Whenever you write it in a similar way to the above, by that, we reach the end of our lesson. Thank you. See you soon.